welcome you, Holly Rosenfink, to our community conversation. And you are with the Neighbors for Refugees, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you're a Larchmont-based operation?
We're a Larchmont-based operation. We're made of about 15 people from the Larchmont, Mamaroneck area. One in Scarsdale, one in White Plains, but predominantly Larchmont, Mamaroneck. We come from all the various congregations throughout the area, including Westchester Jewish Center, Larchmont Temple, St. John's, etc.
And what you're up to these days is something that's essential, and that is making face masks. And who actually makes the mask?
7 refugees from this community. 2 that Neighbors for Refugees actually resettled here in Westchester after their arrival in America, and 5 others. 6 of them are SIV, which is Special Immigrant Visa, and 1 is a refugee. So 6 are from Afghanistan and 1 is from Syria.
And you've got some of the masks there with you, don't you?
I do, actually. These were all hand-sewn by these lovely women.
And these women have some experience as seamstresses?
Most of them do. One is actually a professional seamstress. She's based out of White Plains and runs her own operation there as a tailor or a seamstress. The others have various skills, but they all seem to be professional sewers. They all had their own sewing machines. If they didn't have a sewing machine and they wanted to participate in our program, we actually got sewing machines donated by our community.
Wow. How many masks have you been able to generate so far?
Up until yesterday, they had generated 2,300 masks between the 7, but it's mostly between 5 people because 2 just came on last week.
Wow.
By the end of this week, they'll have produced 3,000.
Wow. And where are the masks going?
The masks are going to various hospitals and medical facilities all over this region, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, to hospitals such as Mount Sinai, New York Presbyterian. They're also going to rehab centers, old age homes, and centers for disabilities.
You must be getting some good feedback.
We're getting great feedback. The testimonies are wonderful. The people we're sending them to are so grateful. They send photos back with the nurses and doctors who are wearing them to us. And they're just, very happy to be getting PPE right now. They're very desperate for it. They need it. The refugees know it, and they're very glad to be helping them.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you how the women, is it all women who make them?
Right now it's 6 women and 1 man.
And they must feel wonderful about their ability to contribute.
They do. When we first asked them to participate, most of them would have gladly done this without payment. When they heard there was payment involved, they were so happy. We think of the payment as empowering them. These are women who came to this country with language barriers, lacking skills, lacking education. We're giving them an opportunity to be a part of something that's basically they're employed. It's a business. Some of them will take confidence from this, enough to move on to other jobs. One seamstress is actually going to keep making masks. She's going to add it to her professional business. And that's what we want. It's kind of twofold purpose. They're helping the community, and also they're empowering themselves.
Is your organization, Neighbors for Refugees, are you providing the materials, the fabric, the elastic?
We are. We teamed up with a local organization run by a former Neighbors for Refugee board member named Lisa Below that was already in existence, basically providing materials to 250 members of our community to make masks for all of these hospitals that I just mentioned. And we teamed up with her. There are hubs all over the county now where I can go get material for the refugees. I take it to them. They give me their finished masks, and I bring them back to be sterilized before they go to hospitals.
Oh, how are they sterilized?
They're sterilizing using alcohol, propane, and high heat in a dryer. And we don't deliver anything without being sterilized.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
If folks who are watching this would like to support this or join the effort, how would they go about doing that?
By going to neighborsforrefugees.org, we list all of our opportunities there, and we would love for people to get involved with our effort. We actually have a few things happening for the COVID-19 situation right now where we're helping refugees in different ways, and we would love the support. We have a food drive that is supporting 35 families in New Jersey, in Jersey City, to be exact. And we're raising money for these families because they're struggling to put food on the table. They're struggling to pay their rent. So we're raising money for them, and we're also collecting food. And in the beginning, we weren't getting a lot of food donations because of the situation with the virus and people being careful. But now we're actually getting a lot of food, brought over to, actually it's outside my house. The other effort that we're doing is a fundraiser for families, refugee families who are struggling. We're donating up to $500 per family, and it's a match program. So we're actually matching the funds through our own board.
And that's all described on the website.
It's all described on the website.
Thank you so much for sharing this information with the LMC audience, and love to have you back with an update soon.
We'd love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.
Now I'm pleased to introduce one of those refugee seamstresses who's making these wonderful masks, Amina Ahmad. Welcome, Amina.
Thank you.
You're from Syria, is that correct?
Yes, I am from Syria. I'm Kurdish from Syria.
And the skill for sewing and making masks, did you learn that in your home country?
Yes, I do. I have been working seamstress since 1991.
And that's your business today?
Yes.
Why did you agree to make these masks? What was it? I mean, was it just that there was a need for them, or was there another reason that you thought of for you to put your time and talent into making these masks?
When we get in this situation, COVID-19, I thought most thing we need it's mask, and it's become like a problem for all the people. And they just come out, Holly, she suggested to me, and she brought all the things, and we just started, and that was idea, and that we started.
When you see the healthcare workers who are wearing your masks, what do you think?
Very good. I think very proud. I feel very, very happy about that. When I'm looking at them, I just smile and just make me feel very happy about that.
About the making of the masks, are they hard to do? Are they hard to sew together?
It's very easy for me, but it's very important to people save their life. It's take me like 7 to 10 minutes. It's very, very easy.
And how many of the masks have you made so far?
I made about like 300, 400 for just Holly in hospital and healthcare worker and for who need it.
Why did you leave Syria?
I leave Syria because of the war, and I think all of you knows about that. It's very hard to live there, and it's not safe to live there.
Amina, thank you so much for putting your talents to work making those masks and for telling us about it today.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.